here we have the tale of the tape. Mia Skeer from the United Kingdom taking on Gabriele Moram from Brazil. The girls touching gloves in centre ring with your referee, the third man in the ring. Let's see what these girls have to offer in the 56.5 kilogram division for your Road to One tournament here at Fairfax Fight. And here we go.
Mia Skeer already starting out as a southpaw here. Looking to set up the big, beautiful left kick straight up onto the arms. Gabriele Moram, more experienced of the two. About 30 fights more than Mia Skeer.
Gabriele has a very Muay Mat style. She will go with all levels of the boxing and try to overwhelm Mia at this point. But Mia definitely has the range. She loves to use that front teep and also follow up with a head kick, which I think we'll see later on. Both girls enter the clinch. Gabi tries to go for that left elbow, but just doesn't have the range for the elbow yet. Needs to stab in those knees as she lifts up for a leg block in the clinch.
Gabriele doing a good job of initiating the close range inside the clinch there, just locking on, getting the good neck position, pushing forward with the heavy punches too.
That front teep of Mia is definitely not something to be reckoned with. Always lands beautifully. She has very, very, very extensive junior experience, so her legs are very fast. But Gabriele's hands are firing. She landed a beautiful 1-2 there, and again to the body, to the face, overwhelming with the punches.
I would see Mia doesn't like the sting of those punches, rocking the head back there. Gonna have to bring that guard up a bit higher and cut the angle a little bit, move to the left and then fire off. I'll move to the right, would you rather, and fire off that left kick.
Yes, that unfortunately is something in the UK with the junior experience. They tend to keep their hands low because it's no head contact until the age of 16. But Gabriele is doing a brilliant job of moving in with those hands and leading into the clinch. Just needs a little bit more power in those knees before she locks on for that block.
Gabriele's experience really shining through here, knowing what to do against a long and lengthy southpaw, just shutting the distance down, putting the pressure on, locking on. It does look like the knees from Gabriele are getting the better of Mia there. She's looking a bit frustrated and not quite knowing what to do against Gabriele.
Yes, it is a very exciting, fast-paced fight. 30 seconds to go in this first round. Gabriele goes for a left hook to the body, followed by a cross to the body, and straight up for the head of Mia Skeer. Mia needs to use that front teep again like she can do, and just keep her at bay and use that distance. But Gabriele's doing a brilliant job with the pressure here. She's just going forward, taking no prisoners, that's for sure. Stabbing in those knees. Beautiful technique on those knees.
Be interesting to see if Gabriele can keep up this pace in the second round. I mean, it does take incredible conditioning and fitness to be able to do this. I think Mia will survive, and there she has. That is the end of round number 1. We'll go and have a look at the replays in just a second. For me, on my unofficial scorecard, Gabriele definitely took that round away from Mia. Mia will have to take this break to readjust, but let's have a look. Some of those big, thunderous, sharp punches straight through the guard. And I love the way that Gabriele was mixing up the levels. Some dramatic head knocking there, rocking the head of Mia Skeer.
Yeah, Gabriele doing a brilliant job, and all the punches are landing pretty much on target. I'm not sure if that's due to Mia's guard being a little bit low in that first round. I hope she adjusts that for the second round, but I will say that Gabriele will have been training very hard for this fight at Kiat Ponte. Liam, the head trainer, whenever there's a fight coming up, you can assure that every single session he will put you through your paces. So I do think she can maintain this pace for rounds 2 and 3. Let's see what these ladies had to offer as we go into round 2. Another 3 minutes of exciting full-pace action I expect to see.
So here we are for round 2. Nice high kick there from Mia Skeer to start things off. And this is what I'd like to see from Mia, just anticipating the punch and then replying with that beautiful kick. And that's what she needs to do, just get the timing down. But Gabriele picking up the pace again.
I will say those head kicks from Mia, I've been on the other end of them and they are hard. They do sink in, that's for sure. So I'll be interested to see if Gabi can evade and keep the power in her punches after taking those head kicks. One slip through the guard there. Gabi needs to keep going, keep this pressure on and not let Mia get that kicking distance. That front teep is firing now. I think Mia's getting into this. Gabi still pressuring forward with a beautiful left hook into the body.
And it does seem that early on Mia was starting to find her rhythm here in the second round. She didn't quite get the chance to find her rhythm in the first as Gabriele was just going pedal to the metal and putting the pressure and cutting the distance off from that southpaw kick of Mia's, but now she seems to find her rhythm.
I'm not sure if Mia's ever fought a 3-round fight before, so perhaps it's just adjusting to that round one, that fast pace out the gates, no warming up period. Now she seems to be in control a little bit more. Beautiful left hook into the clinch, but Gabi's knees in the clinch, straight through the middle, piercing the torso of Mia Skeer as she pulls her head down. Beautiful clinch work from Gabriele, our Brazilian there.
Gabriele, a very tough and strong customer here this morning for the female division of the Road to One series. Looking like a very serious contender.
Her guard's nice and tight. She's wary of those head kicks now, I think. Her guard is so tight. It's good to see, though, that she's been able to adapt and think on her feet. A beautiful right cross there, landing, throwing Mia's head back as she gets in the clinch. She's breaking round the block. Brilliant clinch work from Gabriele.
For me, it's those big dramatic punches of Gabriele's that is making the difference here in terms of effective damage. One of the big scoring criteria in Muay Thai. You can see every time she throws that punch straight through the line, rocking the head back of Mia, making her look frustrated. Mia needs to work on that poker face a little bit, and the knees through the midsection, those big stabbing knees, as soon as she locks on, breaking the frame of Mia.
This is exactly what Gabriele needed to do throughout the whole fight. Just put the pressure on, lock on, and knee to the body. Mia's looking a little bit gassed. I hope she can find a second win as the last 14 seconds of round 2.
There we go, that big right punch over the top from Gabriele, goes to the body, goes up the top, locks on inside control, still throwing hard knees, and that is the end of round 2. And I'm very impressed with Gabriele Moram, the relentless tenacity in which she throws her strikes, full power on every end of the strike, blessed with venom for sure. But Mia still in this fight. Let's have a look at these replays. Walk us through it, Eleanor.
Yeah, so like you say, Mia did come into it, but that big right hand of Gabriele sending her head knocking back there. Beautiful evasion of that head kick. That head kick, if that lands though, that is a dangerous place for Gabriele to be, but she did well to keep her guard high. I think Liam will be telling her in the corner to lock on and go for that clinch. I'm not sure what Mia's corner will be telling her, but if it was me, I'd be saying fire that front teep and follow up with that left kick every time. That teep is the only thing that's going to save her at this point to keep her at that kicking range and not in the clinch, where I don't think she's quite being able to manage Gabriele's strength.
Now, if we were to consult our crystal balls,
mine's always off, to be honest, so I think you should just consult yours.
On my unofficial scorecard, I'd probably give it to Gabriele at this point. 2 rounds up. Very convincing with the hard punches and forward pressure. But there we are, doubling up on that beautiful left kick of Mia there, scoring very nicely. But in terms of effective damage, I just think that Gabriele is displaying a lot of power on the end of those punches.
Beautiful block there from Gabriele. Great balance. Mia couldn't get around it, but that kick is firing. It doesn't look as powerful as you might think, but I can tell you when it lands, it flipping hurts. But Gabriele, both girls going to war here. Punches exchanging, stabbing knees. I do think Mia should work those elbows a little bit more in the clinch with the height advantage.
Well, I think she'll have to do something dramatic as well to really push through to the next round. Pull something out of the magic hat here against Gabriele, because Gabriele is just super hungry to get through, and a beautiful positioning inside the clinch there, just dragging down on the neck and digging her head under the chin of Mia, making it very uncomfortable for her.
She's doing a brilliant job to get that lock on the inside position in the clinch against such a tall opponent, and it lean back, go straight in now, Gabriele. That's exactly what she needs to be doing. Just put the pressure on for the last round. Don't give me a room to breathe at this point.
And this is the difference between a 5-round and a 3-round fighter. Gabriele adjusting to the 3 rounds very nicely here, but you can tell Mia is a 5-round fighter. She's got the style, she's got the technique, but it just isn't the volume high enough for these 3-round bouts.
Gabriele's locking the clinch there again, very strong, getting that upper hand positioning. Her guard's nice and high, not rushing in and taking those head kicks. She's doing a brilliant job of biding her time to land those shots. Mia firing back with that southpaw kick though, and that teep.
And I love that hand placement there from Mia to set up the kick. And this is what she should have been doing from the get-go, putting the palm, distracting the vision of Gabriele there, and then set up the kick, turn to the right, and fire off the kick again. That's all she needed to do for this whole fight. But unfortunately, sometimes it takes a couple of rounds to warm up. Oh, and a bit of a turn of the tables here.
She's definitely coming into it for this 3rd round. I would have loved to have seen this fight for a 5-rounder, that's for sure, Joe. 30 seconds to go in the final round. You can see the Lionheart Samui corner going crazy at Mia to fire that southpaw kick and lock on. She's broken the position of Gabriele, but Gabriele's got beautiful hand position, pushing the palm. Eats a body kick on the way out, but comes in with a big 1-2 and a big knee to finish the round in the clinch. Beautiful work from both these girls this morning.
And it's just that positioning inside the clinch that has caused her so much trouble, and that is the end of round 3. And when we talk about scoring criteria, breaking the posture inside the clinch is fairly high up on there. Let's go and have a look at these replays.
I was so excited for this fight, and it did not disappoint. What a brilliant foreigner v foreigner matchup for your 56.5 kilogram division in the Road to One tournament. Gabriele sticking to her Muay Thai style, and Mia firing that southpaw kick time and time again. What a performance from both these ladies, but we'll hand it over to Mark Abbott.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the completion of all 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-27. Sam Abusive Jed, Sam Abusive Jed, let Sam Abusive Jed for the winner in the black